Hi there. You must have captured iteration 1 of your MVP on the MVP board and planned iteration 2. How did you find the MVP board? Easy to use, isn't it? Based on your first iteration, you may have already implemented major changes if there was any need to do so. Now that you have planned iteration 2 by describing the assumption, outlining the experiment, and defining the data that you are going to measure in the test card section of the MVP board. What's next? You may need to make further changes to your MVP to test iteration 2. For example, you may need to add some features relevant to the experiment in iteration 2. Taking a food truck example ahead, in the first iteration we only had the FB page, while in the second iteration, grilled vegetables was also added in our MVP. Next is your assignment for executing iteration 2. In this assignment, you will conduct the experiment, collect the results, check to see if the measurements meet the criteria, take the call to pivot or stay in the course based on the criteria for success. You have 1 week to complete this assignment. In the next session, you will present the next version or the second iteration of your MVP. In the presentation, what you need to present at minimum is the MVP, what is the experiment, what is to be measured, what is the criterion for success. Those groups who have had the chance to complete the experiment can present the results and steps ahead. That is, whether they need to pivot or stay on course. Keep in mind, your MVP can be drastically different from the iteration 1 if you have chosen to pivot. Your presentation does not have to be in the PPT form, but it is recommended that you showcase your MVP and explain the details of your experiment. Your facilitator will give you the assignment handout that will explain all this in more detail. You can also download from the LMS. Go ahead and work on the next version of your MVP. All the best. See you soon.